Welcome to Terraform. Over here in the top left-hand corner, previously just rampaging through Apollo, the other Apollo. From Endurance Esports, it is Teebul, who we were saying we looked on a Ligulac and found out he had made $8 in esports. So this man, he's the fledgling player.
He's doing it up, man. Gonna add 75 Canadian, technically.
It's gonna be scary though, man. He's got to do it.
He has to go against this guy. You know, he's really good on these online tournaments. Scary Korean player representing some disappointment, perhaps. It is Arthur.
And I just gotta say, this is a PvP, so I play all the races, and this is the matchup I dread out of everything. Like as a Protoss player too, so we'll see. Definitely, it's a little bit of a bittersweet moment because I'd love Arthur to win, and I'd love this boy Teebul to win. Man, this is scary.
Teebul really showed some great games, so yeah. But you said PvP is a matchup that you dread the most, even after playing all the races. And
Terrible.
I think that not every Protoss, but a lot of Protosses have been like, yeah, my worst matchup is PvP. Like no matter what they'll say.
Like, I'm fine with ZVZ. I actually enjoy ZVZ. I enjoy TVT. And then PvP, I'm like, screw you, man. Just take my ladder points.
Well, maybe you got a 2-gate more, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Get it out of the way.
Or the deadly 5-gate. You can actually do a 5-gate in Legacy of the Void, and it sounds so funny. Because you're like, oh, is this a 4-gate? Wait, this is a 5th gate. Like, how do I scout this? Like, what is this? It's a 4-gate.
But there's another one, and it's proxied. What do you proxy it in order to warp in more?
Yeah, or you can, no, just like economically wise, you can afford the 5th gate.
Oh, you just can do it.
So it's just like, what? It's just really awkward.
Yeah. Yo, man. It's a new expansion. You got to add a new gateway to that famous all-in, right? So
it's actually a good point, though, now that I think about it. You need that gateway out there anyways. So either way in Legacy of the Void's 5th gate, doesn't matter. Mirror builds so far as we normally see in PvP. At least, though, no one's going for the super early natural. And then when the other player scouts it, they're just kind of like, ah, crap, what have I been doing this entire time?
Yeah. I mean, looking like as a probe heading to the bottom of the map here. And the Cybercore is already done for both players. Arthur looking like he isn't going to proxy tech just yet, putting down the Twilight Council, while Teebul is going to go ahead and put that Stargate. And he's not going to proxy it, though, so he's just going up with a Stargate build. I'm not trying to get the super quick win off of it. But, well, he has 2 gateways. Who knows what he's going to be doing here. Could be a very aggressive build coming out of him if he does choose to do so.
Stalker and the Mothership Core barely. They don't
missed each other.
They just miss each other, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this Stargate out of Teebul. I like both decisions here, but I just gotta say that Mothership Core is like the scariest thing to do ever. Not because it's easily killed, but because there's so many stupid things back at home that can happen to
that
you.
Need to defend.
Yeah. So this is a little gutsy though, and the first thing is an Oracle. I would be sad if it was a Phoenix for Arthur mainly.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that it is an Oracle means that he's like, well, how am I gonna defend this, right? I think he's not gonna be able to recall home in time, and the best thing that he can do is just hope the Stalker can hold the fort down. And the gateways will finish though, so he will be able to warp in some Stalkers here. So this may be perfect timing out of Arthur.
And he will be focusing on Stalkers because we do see Blink coming out. So I think he's perfectly going to defend this. And the Mothership Core, by the way, did spot that Stargate with its scout. So at least it got the scout. Now it's going to awkwardly travel all the way back home.
Yeah.
Although, let's see the pylon. Oh wait, no, that's actually Arthur's pylon. So basically, right here, we're seeing a very nice Oracle expand into what looks like a Blink all-in, something of the sort. We'll see though.
Yeah, and looks like the Oracle, it shouldn't get too much done here, right? Like, it'll move on in, see the robotics facility, at least. If it went in there, he would have been able to scout there. Because going into a Blink follow-up may not be the best choice if there is going to be or at least a robotics facility.
This is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the probe of Teebul didn't see any natural base. So instead of doing like a Stargate expand, or at least get Oracle damage done expand, he's still very worried. Teebul right here, he's really kind of confused at what's going on. He did not scout that Twilight. I mean, I guess he can assume it. Neither did he scout the Robo. Right now, it just looks like an awkward, what are you even doing with your life here, Arthur?
Yeah, and the fact that Arthur was able to warp in enough stalkers to defend at home, and now he has enough energy on his mothership core to kind of like shoo away.
You have 500 minerals for Teebul, by the way. Mission top right, his bank at the 8-minute mark. It's a pretty scary bank.
I think what he was trying to do though was go into Blink all in, but then he just he never really.
He realized my opponent is on one base. The Oracle kept scouting it, so he said you gotta be being aggressive, and now's the aggression. Now he can kind of take it off. He does though. I mean, not that his bank is scary, but he's got 400 floating minerals here. This is gonna only help Arthur pushing this, and Arthur had Blink slightly faster. Both players do have Blink, and it's just gonna be a massive Blink war. 9 Stalkers versus 9. This is truly it. Maybe an Oracle can come in and like switch it up.
Yeah, I think that would have been like the big factor there. You know, even if it's like just that little amount of stalkers, like an Oracle coming in there would have been a big deal. But now Arthur's, wow, amazing Blink micro, going to be able to take out the stalkers of Teebul. And yeah, you said it. I didn't realize he had the Nexus and was, was floating that much. So he needed those units there. Wasn't able to get them out, and now he's going to lose everything. This is just going to be the end of the game, I think, here for Teebul. Arthur is just pushing on.
It is in that natural base. Even if it was pushed back, the natural base so easily could be running and sniped in. Arthur, there's the GG. Arthur takes game 1. Really just...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ASL Bacon Weekly. Here we are on Cactus Valley, and this player is showing a really good PvZ, but did fall in the last game. It is going to be Endurance Esports Teebul.
And his opponent taking a solid game 1, representing simply himself, the Yellow Protoss player, Arthur. And if you guys don't want to watch PvP, or really like Bacon Infinity's casting, whatever happens to be the case, please head over to twitch.tv/bacon_infinity. I'm sure it's in a link somewhere. It's in the chat. They are also casting the same tournament. Same $75 to first, $25 to second. So yeah, always constant games. Thanks so much for choosing us, though, the lovely Tempo tonight to be your hostess for tonight, or your hosts. Yeah. I was trying to think of what you'd say on an airplane to be your
Well, usually in most cases it would be a hostess, but I mean, if you really want to be a drone, I mean, if you really want to be one, no one's gonna hold you back.
No, man, if I can cast StarCraft, I can...
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Oh yeah, don't let your dreams be dreams. I love that. Definitely Tempo 2015 saying.
You could be the hostess of a StarCraft, like, and we actually are able to...
Oh, that would... No, like it's only... Like it's for Team Axiom. They're just whatever big team, like Prime or whatever Spenu, they have their own like in-flight service. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, what was it, like Jyn Air that was like that, where they had
Well, they were the military. They were the actual Air Force team, Jyn Air Green Wings.
Yeah. Well,
which I think would be really cool.
I know.
Still, I play for the U.S. military. Like that would be awesome.
But they have like their faces on planes. Like when you do well on that team, they put your face on their plane. Yeah, man, it's no joke.
Wait, wouldn't that be bad though? Because then like you're fighting North Korea, and then like, oh man, they know who I am. Oh no. Mind games. I don't know, man.
Dude, the professional StarCraft player, it's a big deal. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man.
You'll see them coming. You see a plane with Waru's face on it. Yo, you retreat. You surrender, man. That's what I do.
Ooh, I like the early Twilight Council from Teebul. He's saying, you know what, Oracle literally did nothing. Let's try the Twilight in. I like it. I like it a lot. But on the other hand, I feel like Arthur just kind of walked through him. In that last game, even though there was no scouting, I feel like Arthur, even if Arthur doesn't get Blink, I feel like it was literally 9 Stalkers to 9, and Teebul had the defender's advantage. It was just Arthur got out literally with 9 Stalkers. Like he didn't lose a single Stalker.
It was pretty great micro out of Arthur there, but yeah, you said Teebul trying to switch it up. If you're gonna go for Blink, he's just gonna go straight for the Blink, and it is a 4-player map. He did scout it though, so he doesn't know exactly where Arthur is. Doesn't quite yet have a Proxy Pylon just yet, but Arthur's
already done more damage. Literally, he could A move and beat that Stalker. Just the tiny little things pushing in, and he comes out with like 1 more health, and he's like, hey.
Yep, and he needs to keep the mothership core relatively close to his nexus so he doesn't lose any probes to a potential oracle. But that's not even what Arthur's going to be doing. Looks like Arthur did just drop down a robo, which is kind of interesting to me. Do you think it's just going to be a kind of safe expand build out of Arthur, or is he going to use this for? Yeah.
You could maybe in theory say warp prisms. He does have a proxy pylon, but I think it's a safe expand. There is a 3-gate robo that is like an actual build Protoss is used to do. Not quite as much more, but I mean he's pushing into this, so he may have just said it may be safe, but this is just how good he is compared to the other guy. It is actually safe, and he's just like, oh wait, I have like 2 more stalkers than you.
Yep.
Why not push in? But we'll see. Blink is done for Teebul. And it looked like it was originally going to be a blink all-in something of the sort, but it's just going to be a utility for him, allow him to survive. For now, though, Arthur, he backs up from the pressure, and I think he's just sending out an observer. Does he have that observer? Or sorry, no, just taking his natural.
Yeah, excuse me. He's probably going to do that. He made a sentry, so he's playing it incredibly safe right now. Arthur maybe expecting some aggression. Even went for the observer before he got the immortal. So, yeah, Sentry, Immortal.
Safe,
Arthur is just gonna, he's just gonna use his stalkers to defend, and that Immortal, hopefully it will get out in time. I don't know if he's gonna chrono boost it. He does have quite a bit saved up, so
the Immortal will be out in time.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. The Immortal will be out in time. Natural base taken for Arthur, but I think this is a very safe build, and he just saw early on, wait, you went for a blink push. You didn't quite have as many stalkers because you put the gas into blink, so I'm just going to try to do this, but a big blink up on the high ground. The portal is there. Guardian Shield goes down, but it's not going to be enough. No photon overcharge yet. It would just barely push out some of these stalkers. I think, though, with the defender's advantage, Arthur's going to be fine. There is only 1 proxy pylon, nothing warping in.
Yep.
And he got an Immortal out of that.
Wow, he got the Immortal, but how many did he? Yeah, he lost 7 stalkers for that. I guess 3 stalkers in total did go down for Arthur. This isn't ending here, though. You know, this is pretty scary, I would say. You know, with the blink, is going to be really hard to deal with. But once that Immortal pops out, yeah, I think that would pretty much spell the end of the aggression. At least for now, this second.
Scary thing is that the natural was canceled for Arthur. Now, he was able to warp in some more units, but now you see Teebul's taking his natural, and this was a safe expand.
Yeah.
But it was a safe expand into a little bit of aggression because he thought he could make it, and then pull back and get the second Immortal!
Wow, this is great. That is great.
Like, it was a safe expand, now it's just a crappy expand from Arthur here. That's the easiest way to explain it without going really in-depth, but Arthur does have that proxy pylon.
Oh, he does, and he's going to warp in a few of those zealots, and this is great. He's going to be able to go ahead and potentially cancel this expansion. Even if he's able to delay it, that's going to be good for Arthur because the contain is here. Oh, man, really nice by Teebul on both sides, you know. Keeps on force fielding a few units out of Arthur and getting some good kills, but delaying the expansion here when you're trying to contain your opponent is incredible. Where you're getting contained is an incredible feat to do, because then you're not going to really fall behind when it comes down to it. Because once that expansion is up, the photon overcharge really makes it hard to break.
Definitely. These zealots, though, getting so much damage done early on. Yes, the mothership core is able to clean it up, but only doing 8 damage per attack. This push off from Arthur, and he lets it finish.
Yeah, I mean it's all about the photon overcharge, but is Arthur gonna dive on it though? It's a question.
I think that's the thing. He could just dive on it. Now, Arthur, though, does not have blink. That's something you've got to be remembering in these attacks, that he can't just dive in and kill it while Teebul can, but that does give Arthur the kind of cool, I don't need to make as many decisions. We'll see, though. I think he can snipe it if he wants. No photon overcharge yet. There's the photon overcharge. Teebul's Nexus was 80 seconds faster, and now he's going to have 4 probes, but I don't know if it matters.
Oh, man.
Doing so much damage, force field's good.
Yeah, but that's a lot of units out of Arthur, you know, even though there is going to be a photon overcharge, and now it just goes on down. Yep. All of a sudden, that advantage is no longer there, and with that Immortal soaking up that damage and dealing the massive amounts of damage that it does to Stalkers, I think that Arthur's going to be able to get a really nice advantage, if not even end the game here.
Teebul does have his Immortal out now, and will be able to slightly push this back, and I think really what we kind of saw... Oh, will he be able to get the other Immortal?
Wow.
Stalker's coming in. And look, he's not even blinking.
Not even as blink.
Actual micro, like actual just pulling back units, and What we saw here is Arthur, he went for the safe expand. GG! Arthur moves on, going 2-0.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.